If you are watching this video, you are probably making rosaries for service hours. So you should have received, obviously, the plastic bag with all of the supplies inside, enough to make 10 rosaries total. This project will count for either 5 service hours, or in the case of our confirmation program, it will count for one of your service projects. So within the bag, what you will find is a bag of colored beads. In this case, they're red. They'll most likely be red, but they may be a different color, and it should be a sealed bag. This bag will make 10 rosaries. A small bag that contains the clear beads to serve as the Our Father separator beads, and then it also has 10 crucifixes inside. You will also receive either one bunch of 10 cords or 2 bunch of 5 cords each. And on these cords, you will see that one end has a little knot tied in it already to operate like a stopper, and the other end already is dipped in nail polish so that it's nice and hard and easy to use and shouldn't really fray on you. So these are the supplies that you will have, and I have a couple semi-finished samples we'll look at in a moment here. And then I'd also like to ask for you to get a couple of bowls to use. I like using the plastic or paper ones because then when you're done, you can kind of squeeze them and pour them back in with any remaining supplies. So the first thing you'll do is go ahead and take your bag of colored beads, just trim off one end of that and pour that into one of your bowls. I like working on a tablecloth because the beads don't roll around as much. If you're working on a hard table or smooth table, you may want to put a napkin or a kitchen towel or something down so that the beads don't roll around, because they will end up all over the floor. I've done that more than enough times. I'm taking the bag of the clear beads and crucifixes and just putting that in the other bowl here. And then, as I said, we have our bunches of cords. So the cords are just tied to keep them tidy. So just gently untie this loose knot that is here, and you just need one of these cords to start out with, and it's best to take it from the side that has the knot on it and just kind of pull it through like that. So now you will see that I have my cord. Like I said, this end has been dipped in nail polish. It's nice and hard, so it shouldn't fray, but if you're having a hard time feeding it through, it's fraying, just clip the end of it, but don't clip too much because the nail polish only goes so far down. And if you feel like there's not enough nail polish left, if you have clear nail polish at home, you can dip it in there. You can do it without the nail polish, but it just frays a lot easier and it's frustrating. The other end already has a double knot on it for you so that the beads don't slip through. So that's what that's for. So we're going to start making our rosary, and as we can see with the rosary, we have 5 decades, and in each section there are 10. Those are what are called decades. And these are the Hail Mary beads, the red ones, and then in between we have the Our Fathers. So when we are starting, we're starting at one end. This is the bottom. You'll see we are not starting with an Our Father, we're starting with a Hail Mary. So you're always starting with the red. One of the biggest mistakes people make is they start with the clear, and you don't want to do that. Start with the red, and you're going to need 10 total. I found it's easier for me if I kind of count them out on the table so that I know that I have my 10 beads. And it's really, really easy to make a mistake. You're going to go ahead and start feeding these through one by one. It's very, very easy, like I was saying, to make a mistake on the decade and accidentally put 9 or 11. And it is immensely frustrating when you get to the very, very end of the rosary and then you realize that your mistake is way smack up in the middle. And so you have to take the whole thing apart, at least until that point, and kind of start over. It can be really frustrating. And inevitably, I've made thousands of these and I still make mistakes. So you always want to double, triple count your checks. So as you saw, I put them on the table. It's easier for me that way. And then I even go through 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, count them one more time before I move on. So we have our first decade there, and now I'm going to go ahead and add the clear Our Father bead. You can do this in any combination of colors. This is how we do it. I love red and clear because it's like the colors of Divine Mercy. So we did our first decade. We're moving on to our second decade. Again, here I'm going to put my 10 beads. I like to count 4, 4, 2. It's easy for me, however you want to do it. Or you can just count them one by one. Just double check your count. Make sure you didn't make any mistakes. And you'll be feeding these through. They should slide with this nail polish on the end. They should slide on super, super easy. If you find that it has a little bit too much nail polish and it's coming off the sides, you need to kind of trim the sides a little bit. I will leave that up to you. They should be ready to go though. So here you see I have my second decade just about done. Once again, I'm going to slide it down And once again, I'm going to count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and moving on to the Our Father bead. So you get the idea, you get the gist of what's going on here. You're going to have 5 sections total. Now, once again, I've made every mistake in the book. It's very easy. I've had people do it where they accidentally put in 6 or 4 decades. So you're going to continue with the process until you've reached this point. So you can see there's all 5 decades. You should have a total of 4 clear beads only, because there's 5 sections. That's where we're at. And once again, you should have recounted all the sections. So here's another way to check. We're going to go ahead and tie it together. This is called the centerpiece knot, where the 2 ends come together. So now you're going to take your rosary, and it's probably easier to just meet up your 2 ends together. A couple different ways of doing this, but this should do the job, I think. So you're going to meet up the 2 ends together, and then when you look at your rosary like this, it's very highly unlikely you're going to make the same mistake on both sides. So if you did make a mistake, it would also probably show up at this point in time. They wouldn't line up properly. But as they line up beautifully, and even if I put my finger there, you can see there's 5 and 5 on each side very easily up at the top up here. So they line up beautifully. I know that I have the right amount of beads. I'm going to go ahead and add my centerpiece knot. So the centerpiece knot, think about just tying a knot like you would tie 1 knot with a string, but imagine that these 2 strings are just 1 string. So you want to do them together. You want to keep your beads up here, and you're going to tie this knot. You're going to tie it close to the beads. You can see what's going on here, right? And as I pull that through, go slowly. You want this knot to be up close to the beads. It doesn't have to be like literally butting up to it super tight. You can leave like, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, maybe a 1/2 inch at the most. But this knot should be pretty close to the top. Another big mistake people make, is sometimes it's hard to get this knot in place if you don't start out in the right position, is this knot ends up like way down here. And then these knots just slide around loosey-goosey, and it's very weird. So that won't work. If you do that and your knot's way down low, go ahead and undo it and then redo it. You want that knot up close. That honestly will be the hardest part of this whole thing for you, okay? So now on the side, not the side with the knot, but the other side that has a nail polish on it, we're going to go ahead and continue with the bottom portion of our rosary, which is here. We see it's 1 Our Father, 3 Hail Marys, and 1 Our Father. So I'm going to go ahead and add the Our Father and 3 Hail Marys. 1, 2, 3, and 1 more Our Father. And after I add the last Our Father here, and take a look at that, I'm going to add a crucifix. And the crucifix have a little ring on it as such. So we're going to put the crucifix on at this point, and then with this same string, you're going to go back up the way you just came. So I would recommend just kind of sliding it through 1 by 1. If it looks a little weird as you're doing it, don't worry about it, because you'll see in a minute that it'll all come together. Okay, so just 1 by 1, all the way back up. On a rare occasion, you will get a very stubborn bead that's tight on the inside. And I hope it's not unreasonably tight. You can try to get like a toothpick or something to open it up a little bit, or something sharp, maybe the end of a paper clip. But hopefully that should be okay. So when you go to once you get to the top, you're meeting kind of the other string over here. Even if this is like really loose down here, all you have to do is pull that string gently. But as you do that and you're holding the crucifix, don't pull super tight, because then this ring will open up and this will just pop off. And if that happens, you can try to just put it on and squeeze the ring together again. But basically, you're going to pull it just as such, so it's nice and snug. And then you're going to tie these together kind of like you tie a shoelace, and make a knot so that they don't fall apart before they get to where they're going. So we're going to tie 1 knot like that. And then I'm going to ask you just to go ahead and make 1 more knot right on top of it, exactly the same way. Nice and snug. And that is it. So that's going to be your rosary. And this is how you're going to turn it in with these strings loosey-goosey. We will cut and burn them, so please don't worry about doing that. There's a lot of different mistakes that can be made there. So it's easier for us to just go ahead and finish them off at this point in time. So that's it. It's super simple with that knot in there. They should stay nice and secure. You'll be making 10 of these total. You can go ahead and put your finished products back inside the Ziploc bag that you received, and also any loose beads extra crucifixes, anything extra that you have, just go ahead and put it back inside one of the little baggies and back into the big Ziplocs. So this big Ziplocs will be turned back into the coordinator with the 10 finished rosaries and any additional supplies you have remaining. I hope you enjoy yourself, and feel free to post questions if you want on the YouTube channel if you have any additional questions, and I will be happy to help you out. Hope you enjoy the product. And by the way, these rosaries will be donated to a variety of sources. One of them is probably going to be the veteran, the VA hospital. So when you're making these rosaries, another thing I do want to encourage you to do is think about and say a prayer for the person who is going to be receiving this rosary, because even though they don't know you, you will be blessing and touching their lives. So we thank you very much for helping us on this mission, and we enjoy you joining us on this project. Thank you so much.